Losing her Shopee is perhaps the best thing that's happened to her in a while. The sound of giggling and clicking heels sounds into the stall. I see a huddled mass of noble women in fine furs and ridiculous hats, all fanning themselves just as Leah does. Miss Leah, is that you? Leah spins around and gasps upon seeing the women's. She takes her own fan and shields her face. I shuffle next to her and whisper to her. Who are those ladies?
Just some clients.
Then why are you hiding? I do believe it is her! The fan lowers and we see the rich women smiling at us with smug expressions. We heard you lost your beautiful Shopee, but a stall in the marketplace? We had no idea you sunk so low. I can feel Leah tense just from where I'm standing. These women were here to make fun of her.
I don't know what you mean. I'll have my Shopee back soon with the money I'm making.
Are all these things yours? No, I don't belong to her. She casts a disgusted look at all of my wares, even her dresses.
No, this stall belongs to her.
The woman's fan stops, and then she smiles as widely as she can. She points her fan at me. Leah works for you? All of the women laugh in unison. Oh! Oh! Oh!
What should we do? My instinct says to scare the women because they're trash.
Yeah.
But also flatter Leah is probably
She does like to be flattered.
Yes, that's true. Or probably a better option.
Yeah. She's an excellent worker.
Thing?
If it wasn't for her help, this stall wouldn't be nearly as successful. She's a magnificent merchant, and more than that, the best tailor in Triberg. There's a good explanation as to why she's here. Being such a woman of the people, she wanted to be more involved in the community. But all the customers she was getting in her Shopee were, well, people like you, unlikable nobles. The women drop their mouths in horror. Their whole mouths.
Just drop the mouth. Drop the mouth.
She's too humble to say that she owns the stall herself, since she wants to get more experience by pretending to be a common woman. And she has earned a lot of experience. She's learned so much and met so much better people than she would have with just her Shopee. I've heard enough. The women huff out of the stall. I sigh and look back at Leah. She's crying. Leah, why are you... Suddenly, she jumps at me and wraps her arms around my neck. I can't breathe!
Just like she's choking you.
You're too kind to me. How can you be so nice after I've been so rude?
She pulls away, her cheeks slick with tears. Because we're friends. She echoes the word. Friends, 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 friends. Like she cannot believe it, but the smile that appears tells me that she finally can. That smile looks so beautiful.
That's a beautiful smile. Oh my god, I love it.
Some stuff happened. I was going to buy a bigger one, but I can give this one to you instead of selling it.
You'd honestly do that for me?
Being nice to others usually pays off. I wink at her, and she smiles. That lesson was the one thing I wanted to teach her from the beginning.
Yes, it really does. I will pay you back in full. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about us being competition. You're too good a seller now. We share a smile, our mouths literally fusing together. It's pretty gross. And I truly feel close to her for the first time because we are one. Her smile is really beautiful, and I wonder why she doesn't simply do it more often. Yeah, have you tried just being happy? Have you ever tried?
Have you ever tried just being happy?
Works for me. It's been some time since I gave Leah my old stall. I look for her in the marketplace to see how she's doing. I hope she's doing okay. I see Leah in the stall and I wave at her, but she doesn't see me. I realize that she's talking to a customer. A very handsome customer. Uh-oh, did she slip back into her old ways? I walk up to her and overhear their conversation.
Oh, I think you will be very satisfied with my services tomorrow.
No, it must be tonight. I really need you.
All right, I'll see you tonight.
Is she soliciting a man? I feel like she's definitely not.
Yeah, she's definitely.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I guess, I feel like she'd be super offended if I confronted them, so I guess
Right.
we'll try waiting. I'm frozen in my spot, and before I know it, the man has gone.
Thing? Oh, hello.
She smiles and waves at me, but I can't bring myself to wave at her again, so I just nod. Hello. She picks up on my mood very quickly.
Is everything okay?
Oh, yes, I'm well. Are you?
Yes?
Okay, well, I must go. Goodbye. I turn my back to her and walk away. Who am I to get between her and her new lover? She's nothing to me, so why waste my time being jealous? I can't bring myself to look at her anymore. This might have been wrong.
What? What?
So wrong that I guess it's just over. I guess if we wait, we just can't finish the route. My entire body burns like it's on fire. Excuse me, don't you think it's a little low to be offering your services in broad daylight?
Huh? What's wrong with my business?
You know what I mean. Leah, how could you? You can do so much better than him.
What?
What are you talking about, Jamson? Jamson's a What are you talking about, Jamson? Jamson's a rotten rat catcher. He uses fake cheese. I'm the best around here, Miss Leah. Don't listen to her.
Rat catcher? Is that a euphemism? Leah bursts out laughing.
Who did you think he was?
I feel myself blush. Leah's smile drifts away and she looks at me seriously, her eyebrows raising. She's never looked at me like that before.
Literally.
Yeah, that's a new face. I love it when that happens in games. I think that's a really nice detail when the narration says, they've never looked at me like that before, and it actually is a new expression.
Yeah.
I love that. When it's not just like the same smile you've actually seen since the
Right.
beginning. That's you.
That's me. I had to burp, so it's just like...
it's fine.
I can get those rats in your basement tonight, I promise.
Oh, yes. I'm still going with you. Don't worry. Thanks.
The man leaves, but Leah is still looking at me. Sorry, I thought... Never mind what I thought. Customers arrive to her stall, and she's forced to leave me to go tend them.
At gunpoint, probably.
The way she looked at me just now, what was going on in her head?
Okay.
Yeah.
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 I was about to be so mad.
She insists on paying me back for the stall, slipping a bag of money to me in my mail. I must stay too late at work to meet her. She's probably very busy. I walk to my house, but a sight that has been haunting my mind is suddenly in front of me. Leah! She's standing outside of my door, and she looks very serious. Leah, what are you doing here? She walks forward to me and holds out a bag of money. Oh, she's just repaying for the stall. I feel overwhelmed with disappointment.
This is the least I can do for your generosity. Every last coin has been repaid.
She pulls my hand close and places the bag in my palm. She lingers, holding me. Please don't. There is a long silence as we stare into each other's eyes. The wind kicks at the leaves on the street and the crickets buzz in our ears.
That's not how crickets sound.
No, but it said that they buzzed. Oh, let's speak up, I guess. Was there something else you needed?
Why?
Because you're still holding on to me. Her hand jumps off of me like I'm on fire.
For the second time.
I'm so sorry.
No, this was probably wrong. Leah,
Thank you for everything.
her heels click against the cobblestone as she runs away. Had she really come for another
Yeah,
reason?
we fucked up.
Yep. This time we said something when we should have stayed quiet. And last time we stayed quiet when we should have said something. Women, am I right?
I know.
I start to pull away, but her hand tightens around my wrist. Her other hand rises and brushes against my face, caressing my cheek. Please don't.
You're too beautiful, thing.
I had thought I was jealous of the attention that others would give you.
Her fingertip trails on my...
And down my neck.
But really, I was just jealous that you were not mine.
I shiver at her words and show her
Say it again.
and how her fingers feel against my skin. Leah, she wanted me? Was that what she said? My cheeks are burning. I can't face her anymore.
Like I'm on fire.
I break from her and rush for my door like I'm on fire. Before I can open it, I feel a hand in my hair. And then my head is yanked back. I yelp in pain.
What the fuck?
What? The feeling surges through my body, and then it is immediately soothed by Leah's lips on my mouth. She kisses me fiercely, and I instantly become weak.
This is a terrible relationship.
She continues to pull at my hair, sending a pleasurable mix of pain and desire through every fiber of my being, like I'm on fire.
Like I'm on fire.
She pulls away, but not more than a few inches.
Did you like that?
Not particularly.
I shake uncontrollably. She smiles, knowing that I don't even have to say yes. That's not true.
You're mine now.
She
This is
kisses
like-
me
this is
again.
so weird.
I don't like this.
I don't like this either. It's like she's the shitty character.
Yeah.
Like, I was expecting it to be one of the boys who was like...
The shitty one?
The shitty one who's like,
You're
you're
mine,
mine. But it's her instead.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there are two that are like that.
I don't know. I don't feel like the boys that are left, because, like, I've played one of them.
Oh,
The
okay.
demon one.
Yeah.
And then the human boy.
Doesn't seem like he would be, just because of his character design.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kisses me again. Soon, my door is open, and we are both inside of my dark home. She makes me forget all about what hurt by showing me that after every pain comes a greater pleasure.
Gross.
Even though our relationship is unconventional, it seems perfect when it's just the two of us. So, I won't care what the world thinks of us, because Leah and I were happy this way. We were finally with each other. I no longer had to admire her from afar, and she no longer had to beg beautiful customers for attention, because she got plenty from me. You might even say we loved each other.
You might.
No, you may definitely say we were in love. Congratulations.
You didn't have a choice.
Oh my god, we didn't.
Yeah.
Great.
She was just like, you are mine now. Wow, she's terrible.
Yep.
Let's go to the beauty.
The beauty farm
that
with
wig.
that gross wig head. And the wig is also kind of gross.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's not even an anime wig head.
Right. It's just creepy. It's so creepy.
Mm-hmm. Ah, the magnificence of the mountains.
Oh my god. Why does it...
Why won't we get married?
The fuck, Leah? Oh my god, Leah! You're the one who forced me to be with you. Come on. Finally.
Thing, I wanted to ask you,
Yes, Leah?
would you marry me? And by would you, I mean you're going to.
Oh, Leah,
Now is your chance to get married.
Great!
Let's end this terrible route.
I want to marry you too, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yes. Just like in books and fairy tales, love had come to meet us and had accompanied us to our most beautiful day, the marriage.
Where she's wearing the
The
exact same dress
dress.
that she always wears.
It's her most fashionable.
Raise enough money to reopen her shop. But this time I
It's
was
Chopin.
Together we restored her name to glory, and mine as well. We became the most respected seamstresses in the land, often tailoring for the queen herself. I loved
That's cool.
following Leah's orders because she always convinced me to try new
Ugh.
things. She was hard on me in public, but in private,
She was still a dick.
spoke to walk this land.
Really? Because she doesn't
Well,
seem
it's like
it.
there's not... I mean, the problem with it is just that there's, like, no agreement between them.
Yeah.
Leah's just mean.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's never established that Thing is into it. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess she is, but, like,
It never...
Leah doesn't establish that.
Right.
She just, like,
Assumes.
yeah. So, that's kind of bad. She's kind of the trash character.
Yeah.
And now we're done with that.
Thank God.
Awesome.
Ugh.